going to do a practice today that's a little enlivening, a little bit of vibrancy in the heart. You'll notice I cue a lot of breath, and a lot of the breaths match the movements, but that's really just a recommendation. It's even more celebratory to just recognize when you need your own breath, moment to moment. So please, take care. We'll move slow to start, and then we'll build a little bit of energy and momentum to carry us through the rest of our practice. So enjoy. We'll start standing. Whatever feels like the top of the mat, or if you're not on a mat, just wherever you want to begin is absolutely great. Let's find a little bit of energy in our mountain pose. You want a sense of like lifting the inner arches, pulling energy and length up the legs. In the front of the body, I like to think of just lifting my hip bones a little bit towards the low ribs for some containment, some length in the low back, and rising through the spine even as the shoulders relax. Right? You can even energize the arms. Some people turn the hands out energetically. And then the back of the neck is long, so there's just a gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Let's take a few breaths. Use the exhales to draw the navel in and even up a little towards the heart. Already a sense of pelvic floor lifting or Muladhara Bandha. And that Mula Bandha is used for a whole bunch of different reasons, but there is a sense of like lightness, of pulling energy up that helps. And generally, to sort of contain that energy we pull up, that's what that little tuck of the chin to the chest does, Jalandhara Bandha. So we're keeping energy, if we can, in the center of the body, sort of giving it this place to sort of, tumble around. We get to hold on to it. Take one more big breath in. See if you can really lift and lengthen. And on the exhale, more lift and lengthen, but the shoulders relax away from the ears. And then extended mountain. Nice big reach, gaze follows the thumb. And as you exhale, fold forwards. A little soften in the knees to make space. Halfway lift, fill up. Just fold. Extended mountain, rise. Nice big breath, lift the chin at the last moment. And then tuck the chin. Exhale, fold. Sweep the arms forwards or out to the sides. Halfway lift, spine is long, chin still a little tucked. Just fold, empty. One more extended mountain, and then fold. Halfway lift. Hands plant, right foot goes back. Drop the right knee down to lunge. So low lunge first time. You can keep hands on the earth, or if you'd like, hands can find the front thigh. And press the hips down and forwards. Rise into center, so it's strong. Right? And at any point in these lunges, hands will find the heart or eventually start to reach for the sky. Right? If it doesn't work, if you're like me and you have issues with the knees, doesn't always feel nice to be on them, just tuck the back toes and power up the back leg for a high lunge. Great option. Take one more big breath in and then fold. Plant the hands and step the back foot forwards. Right? When you come into a halfway lift, bring the hands to the low back. So the fingers point down and you squeeze the elbows in. They sort of squeeze towards the sky, a little tuck of the chin to the chest as the neck stays long. Gaze is straight down and the legs can soften. Right? Squeeze the elbows in, nice stretch for the shoulders. Take another breath. And then fold and release. All the way up, extended mountain, big reach, gaze can follow the fingers. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Hands plant, step the left foot back to lunge, right? Low or again high. Hands on the earth or maybe hands to the front thigh, right? So just the beginnings of building a low lunge. Pull the body away from the front thigh, that left quad and hip flexor stretching and working, right? If you want the reach already, go for it. Hands at the heart, another great option. Two more big breaths here. Last one. And then we fold, plant the hands, step the left foot forwards, nice and slow and strong. Halfway lift, hands to the low back, squeeze the elbows to the sky. One more breath. And fold. Extended mountain rise, big breath, gaze follows the thumbs, maybe starting to build the standing back bend here. The shoulder blades drawn to the heart, tailbone is still lengthening towards the earth as you reach back. It's almost like a cobra pose. Take another breath. And then fold. halfway lift. Hands plant, right foot back. Right knee up or down to lunge, low or high. Breath in pulls you up. Breath out to stay. Another breath in. And then fold, plant the hands. Right foot steps forwards. When you come into the halfway lift, hands to the low back or interlace the fingers, right? Arms will fly off the back if the hands are bound as you fold. An extra breath for this first one. And then release the arms all the way up, extended mountain or the back bend. Fold forwards, chin tucks to chest. Halfway lift, fill. Hands plant, left foot back, low or high lunge. Inhale, draws the body up. Exhale, stay. Fill up. Fold, plant the hands, left foot forwards. Halfway lift, hands to the low back or interlace the fingers to bind. Exhale, fold and release. Don't forget to soften the knees. Release the hands. Inhale, all the way up, extended mountain or back bend. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Hands plant, right foot back to lunge. Lower high, inhale up. Exhale, stay. More length, breath in. Fold, plant the hands. Right foot forwards, halfway lift. Interlace if you'd like, or hands at the low back. Exhale, fold. Release the hands all the way up. Extended mountain. Fold forwards, empty, navel to spine. Halfway lift. Hands plant, left foot back to lunge, low or high. Inhale. Stay. Breath in. Plant the hands, step the left foot forwards. Halfway lift, interlace. Fold. All the way up, extended mountain. Fold forwards. Last time through. Halfway lift. Hands plant, right foot back to lunge, lower high. Exhale, fold right away. Step forwards. Halfway lift, interlace. Fold. All the way up, extended mountain, maybe the back bend. Fold forwards. Halfway lift. Hands plant, left foot back. Last time, lower high, lunge in. Exhale, fold. Step forwards, halfway lift, interlace the hands. Fold. All the way up, extended mountain or the back bend. Release the hands to prayer at the heart. Take a few breaths. Okay. Notice what's alive in the heart, mind. Where's the energy, the aliveness, and the awareness? Another big breath, in and out. Yeah. Chair pose. So drop the hips, extend the arms up and overhead. Right? Feet can be in or hip width apart, just like a down dog. Big toes can be touching. And if you can't see the toes when you look down, consider pressing the knees and hips back so the back of the legs can catch you here. Hands at the heart, arms forwards, or maybe arms up, challenging the mid and upper back. Take a few breaths. Navel to spine on the end. Last one. Good. So shift the feet a little closer together. I bring the big toe mounds all the way to touching. Lift the right heel. Sit deeper in the left knee. Right heel hugs into the left. And then kick that right leg back. Press the heel high. Take a breath in and out. And then warrior one. So you want to land that back foot, maybe 45-degree angle, sometimes a little more, a little less. Sink into the front knee. Draw the right hip forwards. Doesn't mean the hips are square. Right, in the arms, the palms turn in, the inner elbows lift. Fill the heart. Right, take 5 big breaths, and if you can, lungs full, awareness drops down into the heart. Right, maybe the lungs or the breath pauses for a moment, but maybe not. Right, let the body tell you, and definitely don't force the breath here. 2 more. Yeah, let's come into cactus arms, bend the elbows, spread the fingers wide, lift the heart, squeeze the forearms down and back. You can stay in your cactus, or maybe the arms extend down and again you interlace, right? Inner biceps rotating out to fill and lift the heart. 2 big breaths in and out. And then release the hands to the heart, come up on the ball of the back foot. Slow step forwards for standing pigeon. That right ankle will land on the left knee as you sit into the hips. Tree pose, a great alternative for this one if you're not feeling standing pigeon or standing figure 4. Maybe folding towards the legs a little bit or the earth as you press the hips down and back. Chin tucked towards the chest, a couple breaths. And let's see if we can step right into chair pose. A little fire in the legs, arms reach, maybe soften the face. Right? Notice the body trying to distract you with other work. Stay in the legs. Bring the big toe mounds to touching, left heel lifts. Yeah, hug it into the butt. And then kick that leg back, press the heel high for a breath in and out. And then warrior 1, so that left foot anchored, right? Find your stance here. It's allowed to be different than it's been before. What do you need in this moment? Sink into the front knee. Lengthen the body, fill the lungs, inner elbows rising, and then in the pause, fill the heart especially. Awareness drops down, maybe into the chest, and maybe the lungs linger full for a moment, maybe more. Last breath. Cactus in the arms, those elbows bend, the heart lifts. 2 big breaths here. Right, and you can stay in the cactus, or maybe the arms extend down, you interlace the fingers, maybe the opposite thumb on top. The inner elbows rotate open, maybe drawing the knuckles down. 2 big breaths into the lift. Yeah. And then release the arms, hands to the heart, up on the ball of that back foot. Slow step forward, standing pigeon, second side, or maybe tree pose, right? Drop the hips, heart can fold towards the earth if you like. Steady breaths here. Stillness in the mind. Right? Vibrancy does not need to be frantic. It can be calm as well. Last breath. Yeah, chair pose, hips drop, arms reach. This time let's take a break. Fold forwards. Halfway lift, fill. And fold. All the way up, extended mountain. Again, chair pose, drop those hips. Right heel lifts. Hug it into the left. Sit deeper in the left knee, kick the right leg back, stay like this, or maybe for a few breaths on our way to warrior 1, you find warrior 3. Right? Challenging the shoulders and the upper back by extending forwards, maybe hands to the heart or flying back. Right? Turn the inner thigh towards the sky, square all 5 toes to the earth, so this right hip is down in line with the left. Long reach. Another breath. And now slowly, warrior 1. Pause, take a breath in and out, check the legs if you'd like. And then right arm will come under the left for eagle. You can squeeze the elbows together and grab opposite shoulders, or find the full bind in the arms, palms find each other. Lift the elbows, draw the hands away from the face, take a few breaths. Yeah, maybe obvious where we're going. Up on the ball of the right foot. Nice slow step. See if you can stay bent in that left knee. Slow step forward. So sometimes in this one I actually graze the earth with my right toes just to help with balance. Now you can sit the hips deep but stay lifted through the heart, elbows rising, hands pulling away. Right? A little bit of fire in the core. You could fold towards the legs and then pull the fingers away from you here, elbows moving away as well. 2 breaths wherever you've chosen to be. And then a slow transition out, right? Transitions matter. They prepare us for the transitions in our lives, right? Pause here. How do you feel? Last time, chair pose, hips sit, arms reach, right? Find steadiness first here and then bring it with you in transition. Left heel lifts, hug it into the back. Now sit deeper in the right knee if you can, extend the leg back. We're going to warrior one. You can go there now or maybe warrior three for a few breaths. Right? Pull the body long, crown of the head forwards. You can use the fingers and the inner elbows to reach or just the lengthening in the spine, especially the exhale. All 5 toes on that right foot rotate towards the earth. Press out of the heel or the ball of the foot. Right? Steady in mind, even if the body wobbles and shifts. Another breath. Good. Warrior one. Last time, arms up. Take a breath in and out. Eagle in the arms, grabbing opposite shoulders or full bind. A few breaths to lift. Breathing into the heart here, into the shoulders. Right, and all this power and steadiness comes with us, up on the ball of the back foot. Right, find a point of focus if it helps you find steadiness in body. Right, slow stack, left thigh over right. You can find the back of the calf of the foot, graze the earth. Right, you can pull the body up and out of the hips as you sit them deeper. You could fold and then draw the fingers away from you here. Right, there isn't a right or wrong way to both challenge yourself and to find what you need. Last breath. Right, slow rise up. Gentle with yourself in transition so you can watch it all unfold. Yeah, take another breath. Where's the energy, quality of mind? Now extended mountain, big breath. Fold forwards. Halfway lift. Hands plant, step back to plank. And then all the way lower. Good. Hands stay under shoulders. Feet start on the earth. Inhale for cobra. So low cobra, just lift the heart. My neck stays fairly long. Right? You can come higher, ribs lift, even abdomen. Right? No matter how flexible though, a little bend in the elbows remains to keep it strong. Feet are anchored. You don't need to squeeze the glutes here, but legs are strong. And there's a sense of strength in the whole back body here. 2 more breaths, lengthen the inhale. Right? Quality of energy and vibrancy in the heart. On the exhales, enable the spine. And then we release. And hands will stay, but we'll come into locust pose. So this time lift the heart and the legs. Right, maybe 30% pressure in the hands, maybe a little more. 2 more breaths, fill the heart, longer in. Last one. And release. Breath in and out. One last time. Cobra first, lift the heart. High as you want, but again, elbows have a tiny bit of softness. Maybe pubic bone is on the earth, but the rest of the body is lifted. Heart expands and fills. Mind might drop into the heart space. Navel to spine on the out, so still stoking a little bit of fire in the abdomen. 2 more breaths. Longer in if you can. And then release. One more time, locust pose. Hands stay grounded. Lift the heart, lift the legs. Maybe draw the feet close, the calves close. 2 more breaths. Longer in, last breath. And release. Yeah, relax one cheek to the mat or stack the hands, lay on the forehead. Other cheek to the mat if you went there. And then back to center, hands under shoulders, tuck the toes, press up to the shins. And we'll release here with the knees a little bit wide, about hip width, top of the feet on the earth. Nice big breath in, reach the arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, folding forward, sweep the arms behind you. Palms face out and just drop one cheek to the mat. Yeah, and then inhale, come back up through center. Exhale, fold, sweep the arms, other cheek to the mat. Good. Inhale through center. Sweep the arms, try to take them to the low back. Last time, in through center. Other cheek. Back through center, big breath in. And release. Yeah, take the knees wide. Come into child's pose here. And then walk both hands off the mat to the right. So a nice release and stretch through the right side body here. Or sorry, if you walk to the right, left side body. I went the other way. Good. Slower breaths out now. Beginning of calm and steadiness unfolding. So once both sides are done, come back through center, take a few breaths. And then come up to a seat. Take the legs out in front. Nice big toes can be touching, little space between the feet, or even some space between the feet is okay here. Knees can be soft if you'd like. Extend the arms up and overhead. Nice big breath in. We're going to move a couple times here. So exhale, fold, navel to spine, chin tucks. Right, and then inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold. Again, in and out. Good, come back up. And release the arms. Good. Find an easy seat. And just a mirror image of me, so your right hand will come to the left knee, left hand behind you. Right, slow twist towards the left. Notice if you want to draw the ribs in and lengthen the tailbone towards the earth. And then back through center. And breath in and out. And then that second side. So left hand to the outer right knee, right hand behind you. Just a gentle twist here. Yeah, and then come back through center. So legs out in front one more time. We're going to fold again with the breath, but this time we'll land. And we're going to try, though, over the 3 times we come forwards and back, to just lengthen the exhale. You can keep the arms at the sides and walk them down alongside you, or extend them up and overhead. So notice even just energetically how this might feel different than the last time. Nice big breath in. Slow as you can, exhale, fold. Inhale up. And fold. Last time in. Slowest time forwards, fold. And this time stay in the fold. Right? Let the chin tuck towards the chest. Hands along the outer legs or reaching from the bottom of the feet or the ankles here. Right, a sense of the shoulders sliding away from the ears and of the shoulder blades drawing into the heart as you lengthen the collarbones here. Last 2 breaths, slowest exhales you can manage. And then restack the spine. And find an easy seat for a few breaths here. A little tuck of the chin to the chest. Notice how you've arrived, right? Hopefully some vibrancy, but also settled and a little bit centered and grounded as well. And you may stay seated. We'll take Shavasana for just a couple minutes here before our final work. If you'd like to come to the back body for Shavasana, please make your way down now. Stretch the legs long, arms are wide, palms to the sky. Take a few breaths to adjust, right? To let the shoulders move away from the ears. To find this sense of expanding onto the earth as you expand also into the pause and stillness here. Right? Let the breath and the control of it slip away. And just for a couple minutes here, whether you're seated or laying, right, stay. This moment, this breath, this body, in this place. Slowly draw your awareness back and into the body. Decide how you want to begin moving and shifting and stepping back into the waking world fully here. And any stretch, any shape. But then dropping over to the right side and joining me in a seat. Take a few breaths here, full and deep. See if you can fill the lungs from the top down, right? So the heart expands as you fill the top lung, then the ribs as you fill the mid lung, and then the abdomen expands as you fill the deep lung. Please feel free to keep breathing like that. Or maybe adding a practice of viloma here, which is a breath broken into 3 parts. So you'll empty your lungs, and then you will inhale a third and pause. And you want to sort of step into the pause. You inhale a third and pause. And then a last third, and then exhale. Inhale a third to pause. And a third, arrive in the pause. Last third, and empty. Do 3 more, and if you like, you can fill the heart first, a third. Then the mid-lung, a third. Deep lung, last third, abdomen expand. And then empty. 2 more if you'd like, only if it's serving you here. after the last empty, one last pause, but this time breath moves and you are still and steady. Right? Maybe some aliveness and vibrancy in the heart. Right? A chance to watch the energetic impact. Now a little tuck of the chin to the chest, hands at the heart if you'd like. I hope you get something out of your practice today. Something that served you, something you needed, and as always, something that will move with you off of your mat into the world. Let's bow forwards together in gratitude. Thank you for joining me.